Hi, and welcome back to the Senior Network. We are joined now by LaToya Waldo with Comfort Keepers. Glad to have you.
Thank you.
And our one and only Jay Mullinax with the law offices of Jay Mullinax. And before we start, I've got a question for Jay.
All right.
Jay,
These are always good. He's sitting up for this one. Yeah.
what do you call an attorney that's gone bad?
An attorney that's gone bad. A dead attorney, maybe.
Senator.
I love it when he tells jokes. That's
Go ahead. Let's get serious.
he turns to me, now what? I can't really top that.
That's just wrong.
It is. It really is. Well, we are here in your law office right now, and it's pretty phenomenal. You've got a great staff, and I think it's nice for people to kind of see where you practice your business. Thank you for hosting us today. It's pretty great.
We like it here.
You know, LaToya, we sort of try to we pull everybody in together on this discussion. And in the first part of the show, we had been talking about dementia and Alzheimer's and caretakers. And then to bring Jay into this, kind of come full circle, last time we did a show, we were talking about things that people may not expect or may not know to do when they're doing their estate planning. And we want to make sure, because the takeaways are really pretty profound. I wanted to kind of see if there's a couple more that you wanted to review with us today.
Sure, there's a few. One would be that people sometimes tend to think that they have to treat their children or their heirs the same. Equal distributions. One person, we were talking off camera just a minute ago, and I was saying that sometimes families come in to meet with us, but frequently we would meet with the parents first or the couple first, and then maybe the children will come in later. Part of the reason for that is they may want to treat the children differently or the heirs differently. Well, we don't want son Joe and daughter Mary to know that they're getting different shares, or that one may get an outright distribution and one may get their assets in trust.
Can I ask you the reason that people would choose to do that? Is it you know, son A is really successful, son B works hard but could use the support, or I mean, I'm sure there's a myriad of reasons.
There's a few reasons, which bring me to another point that's on my list, oddly enough. And we didn't plan this. No, but one reason might be that one person may be a spendthrift. They have trouble managing money, for example. Another may be in a high-risk profession for liability. And you don't necessarily want to leave assets outright to that individual, because if they get sued, they may lose those assets in a lawsuit. So leaving it in trust might be a good idea with restrictions on it that makes it only available for him or her and for their specific purposes. So that's one reason. Another one might be disabilities. Someone may have a disability, one of your children or one of your heirs may have a disability. Well, they may be on government assistance of some sort. If you leave them an outright distribution, there's going to be ineligibility that you've created. But you could leave it in a special trust and they could continue to be eligible for government assistance even though you've left something for them with specific purposes. So those are some reasons why you might want to treat children differently or heirs differently, not always the same.
Do you help guide the families into how to share that with their loved ones? Because I can imagine that would be a little bit sensitive.
We talk about that, and each family's different. We've talked about that several times on the show before. And so I don't know the families in and out. I know many details about them, but they know the emotional attachments they have to each child or each family member, and so it's easier for them to figure out a way. We talk through those things, and I encourage that if it's appropriate, and sometimes it's not appropriate to tell them in advance as to how they're going to get the assets.
You mentioned the word comfort, and you know, we've got LaToya here with Comfort Keepers, and what's really interesting to me is I would think that the folks that you take care of become very attached. And again, I'd like to hear a little bit about that, and then does it ever play into estate planning?
So actually, yes, we do work with estate planners to answer the second part of your question. But the first part on Comfort Keepers, our caregivers are there to become attached. And many times we are like family members to our clients. And it's because a lot of times clients loved ones are way away from their younger children or nieces, nephews, etc. And so they want to have someone close by that they can trust and become like a family member to help them out with many things.
Oh, you have to be a godsend for them.
They're a godsend for us too.
Yes. Oh, it's great. You know what? We're going to take a real fast break. Hold that thought. We're going to come right back and jump right into it. All right? Stay with us. There's more to come on the Senior Network.